Invoices, which she says are unpaid, saying she had to tap into her savings to keep her business afloat.
You were literally paying yourself to come clean for these people. No way. I would never pay myself to work for you if you're not paying me. Absolutely not. Sorry, but for months. At least 3 of those months, that was a straight-up choice. I don't even know what else to say. This is classic case of you playing yourself, no cap. I'm sorry, honey. You didn't deserve that. Well, I guess you kinda did because you let it happen to yourself. Honestly, I'm just stuck on this one. I don't even know where to stand. Hey yo, it's your girl J9E. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, share this video, and jump in the comments to tell me what you think about this. And when I say what I mean it. So comment down below. So apparently, this stressed out lady went on the news and said, "These people owe me money. Everybody in Dalton owes everybody money." And honestly, yeah, we all know that. Every single meeting, it's the same story. We ain't paying. This, we can't pay that. We don't even know what half this stuff is. So no, you're not getting your money anytime soon. This has been going on for years now, just like this lady we're about to watch. I'm sure there's plenty more out there now ready to come forward, saying, look, we've been waiting forever, especially now with Dalton coming into some money because of the Pope situation. Everyone's gonna crawl out the woodwork trying to get a piece of the pie. Dalton's turned into a whole thing, a place of big opportunity or big drama, depending on how you see it. So yeah, with that comes all these people who may or may not be owed money by Dalton. Let's watch and see what this lady's got to say with her hands out like, give me my money, hand over my cash.
First 5 months were great. She is furious, devastated. The woman says she's been waiting on the village of Dalton to send her a check for missing payments for months. Now she says she is in jeopardy of losing her cleaning business.
Okay, so she's a cleaner? Got it? Sorry, girl. Didn't mean to freeze you like that. That freeze was kind of weird though, right?
Will Newick was proud to support the village of Dalton and its police officers. She says her cleaning company, T&T Cleaning Solutions, was hired in 2023 to clean Dalton's police department under former Mayor Tiffany Henyard's administration.
The agreement was we worked twice a day, once on Saturdays, and the payment was $3,200 per month.
The owner says the first 5 months were great. They were paid on time by the village in full. But then she says payment stopped.
To have done the work and not get paid, not even an email sent, not even partial payment, nothing. Just no answer at all. It's just devastating. Saturdays, and the payment was $3,200 per month.
The owner says
the agreement was we worked twice a day, once on Saturdays, and the payment was $3,200 per month.
The owner says the first 5 months were great. They were paid on time by the village in full. But then she says payment stopped.
Okay, so here's what I don't get. Why the heck would you keep cleaning when they stopped paying? Nah, if they stop paying me, I'm not showing up. Hell no. If you value me, you pay me. If you ain't paying me, that means you think you don't gotta pay me, right? And the fact that I keep showing up without payment just tells you, hey, she's gonna wait even longer for her money. Nope, I'm out. Straight up, I'm done. Now, how did it get to where she's owed $13,000? Let's break this down. Let's do the math real quick. So, she said the payment schedule was twice a day, once on Saturdays, and they agreed to pay $3,200 per month, $3,200 a month, and now the bill's at $13,000. That's like 4 months of work. No pay, 4 months. She was going in twice a day, every day. No paycheck. Like this lady said, twice a day she showed up, cleaned, no pay for 4 months. Even if the first month was late, you gotta know when to stop. 3 months of no pay, and you're still showing up? These people looking you in your face, and you still coming with your sponge. Ma'am, at some point, it becomes your fault. You're an adult. It's time to make some decisions. Somebody drove you to work all those days. That somebody was you. Somebody put gas in the car to get there. That somebody was you. Probably your friends were helping too, like, we gotta keep showing up. But at least one person had to say, nope, I'm out. There's no way. Everyone was dumb enough to keep doing that. I don't mean to call you dumb, lady, but that was straight up stupid. You gotta justify that. For months, at least 3 of those months were decisions. The first month, okay, maybe a fluke. We'll get paid in 2 weeks, fine. But 3 months, that's a choice. The village might have thought this was charity work. Oh, she's volunteering. so it's all good. For months, with no pay, and she's still showing up, they probably thought she doesn't want money. If she wanted money, she would have gone somewhere else. I get how this happened. I see it. But now, here we are. Why did you keep cleaning? Never mind. Go ahead. Explain it to us. The owner says the first 5 months were great, paid on time, in full by the village. Then payments stopped. She did the work and got nothing. No emails, no partial payments, no answers, just silence. That's devastating. Yeah, the crying, it sounds real. I ain't gonna lie, I felt it. It sounded like me when I cry, and I'm not easy to get there, but when I do, it's ugly. So yeah, I feel bad. I don't want you all to think I'm heartless. She's got bills to pay. She says the village owes her for payments totaling $12,800. She showed invoices. Unpaid. She had to dip into her savings just to keep the business afloat. Think about that. She was paying herself to go clean for these people. No way I would pay myself to work for you if you ain't paying me. Nope. I'm sorry, woman, but for months, at least 3 of those months were decisions. I don't know what to tell you. This is straight up a case of you played yourself. I'm sorry, honey. You didn't deserve it, but, well, you kinda did because you let it happen. I don't know where I stand with this. She said all her savings are gone now. She's in a complete rut, and she doesn't even understand the position she's in. But honestly, no one put you there, honey. You found yourself there, and you chose to stay. She's saying the same thing we're all saying. These people aren't paying because Tiffany's not telling anyone anything. No one's getting their money. No one's getting answers. That's the cold, hard truth. So here's the thing. This situation, it's happening to everybody. It's piling up, and yet you're still showing up. That makes 0 sense. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not in the business of handing out victim cards to people who made their own choices. I call myself out all the time. I'm a habitual screw-up, and honestly, I think that's kinda adorable about me, so no shame there. But this lady, nah, she wants to play the victim, even though it was her decisions that got her here. And the woman who's talking with the news, she's onto it too. Like, girl, you stayed for 4 months. What do you want me to say? She's handled previous stuff. She knows how to handle her business. So that's why I reached out to her. Then I reached out to the village of Dalton, and a spokesperson responded with this gem. The village of Dalton is aware of the vendors, claims and recognizes that this, along with several other agreements, originated under the direction of the former mayor and administration. As we continue to navigate the aftermath of the previous administration, we are actively working to sort through these outstanding commitments. Exactly. You got hired by Tiffany. You signed a contract with Tiffany. Say it with me. You played yourself. Like a fiddle, a piano, however you want to say it. You played yourself. She wants to be the victim so bad, but she ain't. She came in under Tiffany. Tiffany promised her the world. Once it became clear Tiffany was lying, and it's been pointed out too many times, she still kept believing her, kept showing up, thinking, oh, this will all pay off eventually. That's why it took so long, and now you're on the news crying about $13,000. Honestly, this sounds more like a clout grab than anything. If you waited all this time for $13,000, and now you're making noise on TV about $13,000, come on, that screams clout. They're aware. Now that they have control, they're probably going to pay. They have to sort through all these contracts, all these agreements, but here's the truth. They don't have to. You gotta accept that in your heart. They don't owe you a damn thing, but maybe, just maybe, because they're decent people, they will. If Tiffany cared, she would have paid you out of her own pocket. She made $1 million in 3 years, probably more, because, well, she was swiping funds left and right. And she wasn't paying you, but you kept showing up, smiling, working with that sponge in your hand. She knew she was lying right to your face, letting you work for free while she pocketed the cash. That's cold, evil. Even do I feel for the mayor, who's now got this giant mess to clean up in Dalton. Nope, not at all. I told you, when you take over from a previous mayor, you take what they left behind. But that doesn't mean you owe everyone their money. That's a lie, and this lady, she's still on Tiffany's nuts, still defending her like it's all okay. Like, look at how she said it. No, look at that. Look at the mess to rectify in the village of Dalton. No. When you take over, you're responsible, period. I don't feel sorry for this lady, and nobody should, because when you're a grown-est woman and you choose to work for 4 months with no pay, you chose to be a slave. That's real talk. Like Kanye said, slavery was a choice for some people. This woman, she was going there day after day knowing she wasn't getting paid, just to stay in Tiffany's good graces. All right, now here's my guess. Tiffany's gone, and suddenly, now you want your money. Probably all along you were telling Tiffany, it's fine. I ain't worried about the money, girl. I just support you. That's probably exactly what was going on, but now she's out, and now you're like, pay me my money. Honestly, at this point, I kind of hope they don't pay you. Yeah, I said it. I hope you get nothing. That's just how I feel. I knew this was going to be some BS, and whatever mess Tiffany left, you got to clean it up. So now it's, pay me my money, pay me my money. Where was that when Tiffany wasn't paying you? Why didn't you say a word then? I'm telling you, I hope you don't get a single dime, plain and simple. I need my money. What about the mayor? You think I feel sorry for him having to unpack and fix the mess in Dalton? Nope. When you take over from a previous mayor, you take whatever they left on the table, good or bad, and you have to fix it. So no sympathy here. Pay me my money, pay me my money. That's all she says now. The village of Dalton told me. They've started bringing in an outside firm to organize and verify all the vendor payments and contracts. They said they're in contact with the cleaning company and are committed to finding a resolution that's fair and fiscally responsible. I reached out to former Mayor Tiffany Henyard for a comment. No response. But honestly, I bet she's thinking, I hope she doesn't get a dime. You can see it all on her face. And yeah, it's frustrating for this lady. She did the work and hasn't been paid. She says she's owed nearly $13,000 and that her company can't survive without that cash. Her savings depleted, probably down to like $30 in the bank. Maybe she should go sell that ugly-ass shirt. Sorry, didn't mean to get mad. You can tell when mama's mad, right? Don't test me. Now it's allowed chaos. Tiffany's goons are out there, hands out, trying to collect money, maybe even intimidate folks. I still hope she doesn't get a cent. Go find that wig Tiffany rocked and sell it. Bet you can get 75 cents, maybe 3/4. For real? All right, y'all, behave. I'm not here for that mess. And mama's advice for the day, if you're working somewhere and they're not paying you, don't keep working for 3 more months. No. That's on you. Don't be that person.